Cocktail Squad.
Representing Cocktail Squad, co-founders Lauren and John Maggio.
Hi, y'all. We're honored and delighted to be here with you this morning. I'm Lauren Maggio, co-founder and squad tender of Cocktail Squad.
I'm John Maggio. I'm the co-founder, squad leader, and husband, and we're from Boulder, Colorado.
So Cocktail Squad is about connecting people through our premium classic canned cocktails featuring real spirits and natural and organic ingredients. You'll find no malt beverage and no beer byproducts in our creations. At 10% ABV across our entire product line, our cocktails look, taste, and feel like a bartender's creation. But make no mistake, these are true cocktails, not spiked seltzers. Cocktail Squad is the solution for modern luxury in today's spirits industry. We're building our brand around this concept of modern luxury. Today's consumer and culture embraces experiential living. Portability and convenience encourage adventure, and who better to adventure with than your squad? Discovering together through great food and beverage that something really luxurious and elevated can come out of a can. So we believe that all brands have an authentic story behind them. You can't create culture in a conference room or in a lab. And our story is this. I'm a proud native of New Orleans, Louisiana, living a balanced and better for you lifestyle in Boulder, Colorado. Celebration and enjoyment are a part of my DNA. 6 years ago, while I was in the weeds raising 4 young children, nights out on the town were infrequent. Let's face it, I was really feeling disconnected from my former professional life in New York City, where socialization was a little more available with my peers. So John and I were cocktailing one evening, and I had this really great cocktail. And I felt a little bit like that old Lauren from the New Orleans and New York City days, and I had this lightning bolt idea that there are plenty of adults like me who would appreciate the portability, ease, and convenience of a well-balanced craft cocktail in a can that's available on the go or at home. I looked at John and I said, you've been operating natural food and beverage brands, for the last 25 plus years. Let's laissez les bon temps rouler, which means let's let the good times roll. Let's do this together. And I knew literally I had the right partner for the job.
Thanks, Lauren. Yeah, listen, we're super lucky, and thanks again for being here. We have a great team. We believe great brands have a great team. So I've spent 25 years developing and building brands, had some good success, had a lot of fun along the way, met some amazing innovators. We took all those innovators and we smashed the best ones together. We built a team with over 100 years of experience when we launched Cocktail Squad in September last year. So when we decided who's on the team, how do we do it, we even have a master somm on our team. So when you taste our products and the refreshing side of it, know that those come from 30 to 40 versions of something that's been created with a lot of thought and a lot of process around how they taste. We love to say we got to create some focus here, right? So we can talk about on-premise till we're blue in the face. It's really fun, actually, with a product like this to say, hey, swimming pool, boat, pool, mini bar. Pretty soon you're boiling the ocean. No, create focus around what creates a sustainable brand. For us, that's off-premise. We have to have somebody go into the store, repeat purchase. Golf course is closed. We live in Colorado. The golf course is closed right now. So if you go to this course, you can't get the product, right? So we have a clear focus off-premise. Post-launch in September, we developed a strategy called Migrate to Optimal. We had 4 different price points. We had different merchandising techniques. We were into the slowest time of the year, so it was a great time to listen and learn. So we did that through the last part of the year, and we kicked off sort of January 1 with our focus off-premise in Colorado. We've got distribution through a major wholesaler. We have a contract in 16 markets We also have 2 one-market deals, and we just launched in Arizona, our second market. So Colorado and Arizona right now. Our products, you'll see up on the stage here, these are our launch products. They're all naturally gluten-free. Gin and tonic, vodka soda, margarita, and Greyhound. We also, there was that pesky TTB shutdown you may have all read about. We've got 2 whiskey drinks coming out this month. So we have a whiskey sour and a blackberry bourbon smash. We even use locally sourced organic blue agave in our margarita. So you find some really refreshing flavors, not too flavor forward in terms of off-putting, but we say broad appeal and a wide consumer elasticity for what you're going to see.
John and Lauren, 20 seconds left.
20 seconds, wow. Lauren, why don't you go? Actually, let me hit this real quick. The category right now is red hot. That's super important in building a brand. 40% year-over-year growth in 17 and 66% year-over-year growth in 18. Finish it up, babe.
To drive home a little more about our brand, we're aptly represented by the bear, fox, and bird logo, a Colorado crew represented by Colorado Critters. Let's see, I'll jump ahead a little bit. We just strongly believe that something luxurious and elevated can be found in the RTD space, and we're really, we're just so pleased to be a part of this movement. So please follow along with us as we give new life to the spirits industry, and join us in our happy hour revival. Thanks for your time.
Well done.
Are all of the cocktails clear? I've got a few questions. Are they clear? You're going to have 2 more coming out. They won't be clear. I'm assuming those are brown goods, and they're going to reflect that.
The margarita's not clear.
Okay.
And you guys haven't tasted that. You're tasting the Greyhound and the gin and tonic. Both clear, correct.
And our marg gets the color from the hint of 100% organic blue agave. We're using silver tequila.
Okay.
And then whiskey sour not clear and blackberry bourbon.
And there's no mention of calories on the package.
Yep, good.
So I'd like to know that.
Sure.
I'm sure they vary, but what's the range?
Sure.
And what's the target retail for the 4-pack?
Yep, thanks. So 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 90 calories in the vodka soda. Again, we're pushing really hard with the TTB to see how we can get that on the package the right way.
1 serving per container?
There's 2 servings, but to be fair, that's our version. And you'll see on the back of the can, we represent that with 2 rocks glasses. The TTB does not have a serving size recommended for this category yet. Long offline story we could take later, but there is no serving size recommended for the category at this time. We do have other things coming for nutritionals, as I said, on the next run of all the packaging.
And target retail?
$4.99 a can, $20 a 4-pack, right in the sweet spot.
How are you doing in Colorado and Arizona?
Yeah, doing great. We launched in, like I said, kind of the slow time of the year. So for us, it was a time to listen and learn. We're in all the major retailers in Colorado. Colorado is a sort of off-premise state. We can't sell in, although they just changed the rules for grocery.
Right.
We can't sell in the grocery stores. It's for malt-based beverages and for beer. We had 3-2 beer in Colorado. Imagine that. But that's all changed now. We also just kicked off in Arizona, and on our first day in business, we landed the biggest specialty chain, which is right in our sweet spot called AJ's, and so we're building off of that.
So how many cases you're doing in each state?
So our projected for the year is 24,000.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it's interesting. Yes. I saw it says small batch. Normally in this type of product, you don't think about small batch. You know, it's a mass production type brand. Is there a story in that small batch? Is there something unique? I don't think any other can company is thinking that way.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for asking that question. I mean, I think, if you could see pictures of our facility, we partner with our manufacturer. He's part of our team. So in that facility, we have each tank dedicated one at a time. So they're very small, bright tanks. We do make everything in a small batch. They're crafted. We have our taste facility, our taste panel on board every time we produce. So it's produced with a lot of care, handcrafted, so forth.
But as far as capacity goes, we can duplicate our facility, and we have 3 other locations throughout the country as we grow.
So you're contracting out. You don't own any.
No, we own them with our partner.
We've partnered with.
So you're actually building facilities to do your own canning and.
So trick question. He's got another facility that does some other things in the canning business, and so we put we had the DST license in that facility with a canning line, and we can do that in 3 other facilities that are already running.
Just curious, is he handling you as a contract where you don't have the burden of the facility?
Sorry, that's key to the team that I mentioned. So bringing all that together, hire operations and find co-packers and do all this right. is very difficult, as we all know. So for us, he is our operations partner. So he's married to us from an equity perspective. We love that opportunity because he's engaged in our growth, our cost of goods, so forth, margin.
Are you in Colorado and Arizona, are you with liquor and wine distributors or beer?
So all spirits. So we're with R&DC in Colorado, and in Arizona we're with Quench, which is a wine and spirits distributor.
And what's your history? You said you had a background in consumer products.
Yeah, so 25 years building brands. My first brand turns 25 this year. It's called Boulder Canyon. It's a natural products, food and beverage, potato chips, now meat snacks and so forth. It was a public company for a while. It was bought by Utz last year. Several other brands we could go into offline that have all had some success in building a culture around a brand. Today's consumer wants something they can wrap their arms around and says, this looks good to me, this feels good in my cart, this feels good to give as a gift or be at home with or take on my boat.
So this is a hot category, no question, and there's a lot of big players out there.
Yeah.
So it's obviously very competitive, and so this is going to be about feet on the street and distribution, and but it's a great product. The packaging's great, tastes great, but it's feet on the street, and it's going to be getting it out there the hard way. So.
To that point, how well funded are you?
So we raised over $1 million just to get to the next inflection point. Again, just experience-wise, we said, hey, this is going to be really tough to bootstrap this, even with margin, even with our manufacturing partner. So we're actively doing just what this gentleman said, putting people on the street and developing marketing around it. I mean, we're building a squad. We're connecting people here. I mean, our Instagram took off to almost 7,000 people just in the first few months. So that's actually pretty good for a small company.
And how many states, how quickly do you want to get distribution? What's your mind?
Yeah, as quickly as it makes sense. I mean, I think you have to build a sensible, let's again not boil the ocean sort of theme here. So
we had a panel the other day about startups, and one of the panelists, Kristen Bryther, was talking about not doing so many states because you stretch yourself the resources. Why do you think you can execute so many states so quickly?
Yeah. Again, we're not turned on in all 16 states. We just have contract for 16 states. For us, the first state's Arizona, the next one's a contiguous state to Colorado as well. Right. So building smart from our base is the start.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And I'd like to briefly add to, there are other players in the market. Some have been super successful recently. We really are differentiating ourselves as the elevated luxury option. Anyone can access it, we believe, at our price point for adults in our 30 to 40 something female target, educated consumer target, that anyone can access it, but we are premium and we're elevated. And other companies in the category, we encourage, we love that the category is growing as a whole, but we're trying to differentiate ourselves in that way.
Well, Lauren,
anytime somebody's tasting something great out of a can, that's good for us right now.
Right.
I like the fact that you're elevated luxury, and I'm in the Prosecco business as well. And we always say that we're attainable luxury.
Yeah.
Is this something that would be considered attainable in this category? And maybe the other panelists would probably know better than I would.
One thing I'd like to say about that is we sometimes say we're America's Go Cup. We're the everyman of cocktails while we're premium. We made a conscious effort to start with, or to focus on classic cocktails. We're not in the business of mixology.
Yep.
We are consumers who enjoy consuming alcohol. And we started with the classics so that everyone can say, I'll try a gin and tonic, I'll try a margarita. So we feel like we are accessible.
For $3.55 at $5 a can is a pretty good price.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And this is
For a foolproof cocktail.
And we're 10% ABV across our entire product
You're
line, which we feel is important just to make it clear to the consumer that these are true cocktails.
well, Lauren, John, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks, everyone.